Welcome back to another episode of Reality Hits Matt. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I'm Matt.
Today we'll be diving into Season 3, Episode 2.
All right, Episode 2.
Yeah. Before we get started, do you want to do a quick recap of Episode 1?
Sure. I feel like I haven't done a recap in a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, we did Season 3, Episode 1 last week. Before that, we did the Vanderpump Villa episode that the girls went to.
Yep.
And then before that, we had the full Season 2 recap with Dan. So
it's been close to a month.
I haven't done a recap in a while, so bear with me. Last week, Season 3, Episode 1 starts out, you told me that it starts out with Taylor. She's taking a break from the group, doing some therapy, trying to get her life in order, stepping aside. And then I think it jumps into that Minky Couture influencer event.
Wow, I forgot the name of that.
Yeah. And Mayci and Mikayla are there, and you said the DJ was like calling out numbers, or somebody would go to a number, the music would stop.
Yeah.
Macy's running around. She said she's super competitive, trying to get a couture bag.
Yeah.
She ends up getting one. We learn that Whitney is no longer in momtok.
Yeah.
She went into negotiations and wanted tickets to the Oscars, as well as a part in another scripted reality TV show.
According to Mikayla.
Okay, well, I mean, you told me, so that's how it goes. Demi is also out.
Said that in an interview, so.
All right, well, you told me, so.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm running with. Demi is also out of momtok. She asked for 3 times as much as the other girls are making in negotiations, and they said no. So her and Whitney are now making content together about momtok and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Still not as bad as, from what they showed, not as bad as what Mikayla was doing about Whitney.
Okay. All right.
In my opinion, from what I saw.
Your opinion. All right. Layla is at this influencer event as well, and Jessi is on her way there. Layla calls Jessi and says, hey, before you come in, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
And you had said that Layla said she was sick to her stomach about the whole Jessi Marciano thing.
Yeah.
Which confused me because this is season 3. I thought everybody knew about this, but I guess they did the reunion after they started recording for season 3. I was really confused last week.
I think they rolled from season 2 right into filming season 3. Then at some point during the season 3, they did the reunion for season 2.
Yeah.
So they literally just ended season 2 filming, rolled right into season 3.
Right. So Layla wants to go talk to Jessi about, what Marciano said, and Jessi's caught off guard. I guess her and Jordan were on a break. She hung out with Marciano, made out with him, whatever. And then Layla's like, no, he said you guys had sex. So Layla's like, I'm going to call him. So they call him. He doesn't know that Jessi's in the car. He's on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And Layla's like, well, no, that, she's saying you didn't. And Marciano's like, yeah, she was going to say that, this and that. And then Jessi steps in and is like, yeah, no, this isn't what happened. And he kind of backs off a little bit. So then this is kind of opens up a whole thing with Jessi and Jordan, because they were handling this privately, not thinking it would ever get out. And now it's
Jordan knew
out.
about it,
right,
for the most part, not thinking that sexual intercourse happened, but they were dealing with it separately.
Right. So she leaves to talk to Jordan and let him know that this is going to drop, so they got to let their families and friends know it's about to drop, because it's not going to be private anymore. All right, so then it moves on. I think we're moving towards Layla's birthday party. Yep. She's invited all the girls that are, I guess, remaining. Yeah. Which is Mayci, Mikayla, Jessi.
And Miranda.
And Miranda, who's still kind of around, like officially in Mom Talk yet. Jen is in Arizona because Zach is still possibly going to go to medical school. So they're like waiting it out there to see. One thing that you had brought up was that he was asking her like how she felt about like the girls and everything. And she was like kind of like hopeful that she could get back into Mom Talk. And he's like, doesn't seem too happy about that. Like he wants her to move on. So anyway, the birthday party for Layla, she's talking about who's all invited. And I guess she had said that Kate and Chase are invited.
Yeah.
And all the girls are kind of upset by this with all the drama that happened with him previously.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that he's got a podcast where he just like rips on Mom Talk and Secret Lives. He talks shit on Jesse's hair studio, talks shit on Taylor and her issues.
Yeah.
You said that he had said that the only reason Mayci has a following is because her baby daddy died.
Yep.
Like
and
this.
The two guys, I think one's his brother and one's a friend or something. The two guys that like were in that clip were like, whoa, like no, like we're good with that.
Yeah,
like, we're not touching that.
That's really shitty. So out in Salt Lake City for the birthday party, the girls are having dinner at a restaurant. All the guys are across the street, and then they're going to meet up later and go to, I guess, this event, this party. Before the party, Jessi and Mikayla meet up with Jessi, and Jessi tells them what's going on with the whole Marciano thing.
Yeah.
Before they head out to Salt Lake City. And they're just like kind of blown away by it. Jessi was like crying, and I don't know if it was Mayci or Mikayla. They were like, we've never seen her cry before. Like, she's tough. So they're like, you know, we trust you.
Yeah.
We'll be there for you. Meanwhile, Jordan's just like telling everybody.
Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like he's like scheduling appointments with people to like tell people that he's emasculated.
Right. New word for the dictionary. And then somehow Demi found out or texted. Brett drove by the house, which Jordan told him. Like, he had to have.
I don't see any other.
Jordan's just telling everybody.
Besides Layla.
Yeah, and she can be kind of...
She would be the only... It's either Layla or Jordan.
Yeah. So anyway, they're at the dinner. Chase shows up. Everybody's pissed. I think Mikayla leaves.
Mayci leaves.
Mikayla's
like, I guess I gotta wait for Jessi.
Oh, right, because she brought Jessi or something.
Jordan left in the middle.
Yeah. So then I guess there was a lot going on. Jessi was talking to some people and wasn't there for Jordan. So then he got upset and left. And then that was the end of the episode. Anything that I missed?
All right. So we're jumping into episode 2 of season 3 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. It's called The Book of Fidelity.
Okay.
We start with Mikayla and Mayci, and they are trying on dresses for Mikayla's 25th party, which will be an elevated St. Patrick's Day themed.
Okay, nice.
So we just celebrated Layla's 24th. Now we're rolling into Mikayla's 25th birthday party.
I feel like it's just constant, like... Wasn't there a party for Layla in season 1?
Season 2, and it was followed.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it was followed by because Layla
got divorced, and that was a big party for her.
Then her birthday, she had multiple parties in one season, and then Mikayla's like so they all have birthdays very close to one another. And then Taylor had Ever right around Mikayla's birthday last season.
Okay.
So Ever's turning 1 right now.
Okay.
So it's been like a full year since Whitney's crashed Mikayla's birthday party.
Oh, right.
Remember when she came in?
That was the roller rink?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now she's doing an elevated St. Patrick's Day themed. And she says that she doesn't think that Whitney will crash this party.
We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
So Layla texted the girls after her birthday party to address the whole Chase situation, but Mikayla says that she didn't respond to that right now because she just wasn't ready to address it.
Okay.
She said she did, however, respond to Layla's happy birthday text to her. So I guess her actual birthday's already happened and her party's coming up.
Okay.
A producer asked Mikayla if she would rather have Whitney or Chase at her party, and she says neither. She says she doesn't think Whitney will be crashing this party this year, and it's weird enough that her and Demi have been making TikToks together.
Okay.
She says that she prays that kind of friendship won't ever find her in this lifetime. Which is funny because the clip that they showed of Whitney and Demi was them being like obsessed with one another and like fake making out with one another. And I don't know if that's why her and Mayci make those types of TikToks now.
Oh,
but
okay.
They
so
make
now
those
like,
types. So I don't know if they're making fun of those TikToks from the past.
Right.
But it seems like they're making fun of people calling them like lesbians together.
Okay.
Which is probably what they were doing to Whitney and Demi, being like, why do you, like, you know, so like,
yeah.
I kind of found it humorous seeing that TikTok that they showed and then her saying, I pray that kind of friendship never finds me. And I'm like, that is what your friendship is with Mayci now.
Okay.
Jessi was supposed to go dress shopping with them, but didn't show. So Mayci tried calling her, but it goes straight to voicemail. And the girls get very concerned because her phone is never off and it's very unlike her.
Okay.
And after this, we go to the intro. Following the intro, we're at Jessi's house.
Okay.
So the girls before were concerned, where's Jessi? Intro, Jessi's house.
Okay.
You hear just the audio of Jessi and Jordan's conversation. And Jordan goes, I've been trying to be respectful towards you, even at times when you might not deserve it. I've taken 6 months of my life going through hell and back.
Okay.
And Jessi says, yeah, and treating me like shit. And Jordan says, yeah, treating you like shit. And guess what? It's because you're numb and I don't feel like you feel bad for what you did. Jessi says, I do feel bad. I was a cheater. I did do it. And Jordan goes, yeah, you did do it. Jessi goes, you're pushing me away and not like saying like you're not allowing us to work on this. And Jordan goes, yeah, and it's all justified. I think I'm done having this conversation.
Okay.
And that's the end of what you hear between the two of them.
All right.
While this is happening, you see Jessi's two sisters and her mom downstairs kind of like pacing near the stairs, kind of like listening to what's happening.
Oh, okay.
So Jessi's sister and mom, like she asked them to come over because she knew kind of like what was happening and it was like really bad. So she had come over to grab some of her stuff and then was going to her mom's house. Meanwhile, Jordan starts packing his bags and he's going to stay at his parents' house.
Okay.
For the meantime. They've decided to separate for real.
Okay.
Like they're going their separate ways for 90 days.
Okay.
This comes out later, the 90-day thing. But in this scene, he's leaving. And then she's going to go get the kids and then go back to the house and figure it out.
Okay.
In an interview, he says having to tell his family what has happened has been hell, and it makes him question if more has happened. At Jessi's mom's house, Jessi says Jordan is staying at his parents' house, so she'll have to get the kids and go home. Jessi says that the fight that they had right after Layla's birthday, so this is when Jordan said that he felt emotionally abandoned by his wife.
And then left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was like the worst fight that they had ever had. Jordan said in that fight that he didn't think that it could ever work out, and then they decided to separate at that point.
Okay.
Jessi's mom tells her that she's doing the right thing, and Jessi tells her family that their marriage was getting so bad, and instead of doing what she did, she should have separated from Jordan 6 months ago. So she's saying, like, at this point, we already had issues. I should have just pulled the plug at that point, and we should have gone through what we're going through now. Then I made a stupid decision. I cheated on my husband, but, like, it was already in this bad place. And her mom says, you should have done this a few years ago.
Oh, jeez.
So her family, like, is already like, this was a bad situation.
Yeah, it's time to move on.
Yeah, and her sister says that they haven't seen the Jessi that they love in a very long time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they're all very supportive of her, and they're not saying, like, hey, what you did is, like, okay, but they're like, listen, like, you should have left a long, long time ago.
Right. Okay.
A producer asked Jessi what she means by it got really bad, and Jessi hesitates and says it's tricky because they do have children together, and she doesn't want to say anything where it could be misconstrued in the future, like they hold ill will against either parent.
Right.
She does say that it did get to the point where it probably could be considered emotional abuse, name calling, talking down to one another, threats. She said it was every single day that they were fighting, and there wasn't a single day where they got along.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
And at that point, like, I think your kids, even young, probably understood.
Yeah, they catch
how
on to that
bad
stuff.
It was.
They
so,
can sense that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ends the Jessi stuff for right now.
Okay.
So it goes to a coffee shop where Taylor is meeting Dakota. So this is her first, I guess, on-screen outing back since being at her retreat.
Right. Okay.
Taylor says she's now home from her therapy retreat, and she said her trip was very exhausting and they did a lot of work. They basically condensed months of therapy into 2-week, like 11-day, like session.
Okay.
Which was really difficult, but much needed.
Okay.
And she does say that Dakota did go to the retreat for a day for a couples therapy with a psych therapist with the goal of healthy co-parenting and focusing on healing individually.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So Taylor asked Dakota how things have been since she's been away, and Dakota appreciated having the one-on-one time with Ever, and he feels like he got a lot of bonding time with him. And they show a couple clips, TikToks of him with Ever, and like it was really cute. Taylor does bring up Ever's first birthday, and they do decide to do a joint party together because they think that would be nice.
Right.
And they also talk about mediation. Dakota doesn't know like how mediation works, so he's like hesitant because he's like, I would like to do 50-50. And Taylor's like, well, can your job accommodate that? And he's like, well, no. And that's why, like, I don't know. And she's like, well, we can figure something out and then like put in mediation, like we'll try this for a year, and then if it doesn't work, we can like re-talk about it. And he's like, okay, I don't know how that works. So it does seem like they're having healthier conversations about all this, and it's more focused about Ever than like them. So that seems good.
Their bullshit. Yeah.
Even though we kind of know where that heads later on. But
I have no idea. Just here in season 3.
Yes, you do. And then after all of the catch up about Ever and themselves, Taylor does ask how everyone else in the group is doing, and Dakota does tell Taylor about Jordan and Jessi, and Taylor cannot believe it. She literally goes, no, there's no way. Like, she didn't cheat. Like, she like immediately goes to like, that's a lie. Like, whoever's making that up, like thinking that Jessi's like probably freaking out, and it is a lie. And he's like, no, like, it's true. Like, like a portion of this is true. Jessi is admitting to it. And so Taylor says that she is shocked. And she says in an interview that all she can do is think back to all the conversations that Jessi and her had about Jen and Zach, and just how judgmental Jessi seemed about their situation.
Oh, right.
And she goes, meanwhile, you have this happening behind closed doors. So Taylor's just kind of mind blown by all of that. We go to Mikayla's birthday. So Mikayla's birthday is at this like castle, chateau, snow on the ground. There's Irish dancers outside, like they're doing the jig. Yeah. And so it seems extravagant, to say the least. I'm like, oh my god, my 25th did not look like that. I did go to Utah for my 25th birthday by myself. I did go to Salt Lake City and then Park City. I spent the weekend at like this resort, and it was the weekend before the ski resorts opened. Right. So I got like this major discount because no one wants to travel the week before ski resorts come out. And it was a really nice time, but I spent my 25th not at a castle. Irish
no Irish dancers.
So Miranda shows up and she says that she's thankful that Mikayla did invite her to the party, but she's kind of on edge because the girls do think that she is the mole in the group.
Oh, okay.
She says that even though she's still friends with Demi, she doesn't tell her anything that's been going on in the group. And she says, and it kind of like gave me the vibes that she's like, honestly, I don't really know what's going on.
Right.
Jordan shows up separately from Jessi, and it turns out that they are in couples therapy and they decided to do this 90-day separation. So Jordan goes to the bar, asks for water, and Jacob's over there, and Jacob asks how Jordan is doing. He says that he doesn't really know. Like, he kind of leaves. He's like, I don't really know.
Okay.
Kind of just like, over in La La Land. Layla shows up, and she decided to bring a friend with her to Mikayla's birthday because she felt like there was still tension brewing from her birthday party, and she hasn't really talked to the girls.
Okay.
Mikayla says in, like, a separate group, I wasn't expecting her to bring someone. I didn't give her a +1, but it's fine. So she's like, I wasn't, there's, like, she, like, basically said, there's some unfamiliar faces to me here. Like, I didn't give her a +1. Like, so, like, she was kind of, like, salty about it. And at that point, Layla, not, like, she didn't hear that, but she's talking to her friend, and her friend's like, you should go talk to them. And, like, she's like, yeah, I think I need to. So Layla does get up and decides to pull them aside to have a conversation. And Layla does apologize. She starts off with saying, like, I apologize for how heated I got, and I lost my cool for sure. And she acknowledged that she could have given them a heads up that Chase was going to be there at the party.
Yeah.
She says, but I do feel like my feelings about him coming weren't heard, and my opinion was shut down pretty quickly. And so all the girls do acknowledge that that was kind of shitty, and like they appreciate that Layla's trying to have like more of a voice and like have like some backup. So all of them do kind of acknowledge like there could have been better things from all of them done in that situation.
Right.
And Mikayla goes, this is a common theme in our friendship. And Mayci interrupts and goes, toxic men? And Mikayla's like, no, well, that too, but like miscommunication. And they're all like, yeah. But immediately, like, Mayci was like, yeah, toxic man. Yeah, that's a theme. Afterwards, they film like a silly. So Miranda comes out after they're done talking. They all film like a silly TikTok, like them trying to Irish dance together, and then like they come inside. At that point, Jessi brings up that Jen and Zach actually went to Chippendales together.
What?
Yeah. And it shows clips of like them on stage making content, like Zach's on stage with them making content.
Okay, interesting.
Jen's on stage being rolled around in a chair, like they like were at Chippendales.
Okay.
Jessi says that she hopes that maybe Zach has finally been able to put all this behind him, and when she does finally see and talk to Jen, they do have a lot to talk about. But this has been one thing that's been put back on the list because she doesn't feel like it was fair that they got so much shit for the exposure therapy. And then they're on TikToks, like one of their TikToks was like exposure therapy round 2, like quote unquote. Like, so like, they're kind of making light of it, but like, that's still like the point of contention with her and Jen. Like the fact that like Jessi and Jen haven't been able to move on from just Chippendales at her house, and then they go and do this. Like, okay, so they should be able to move on from this.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that, but like they're doing this on their own terms. Like they went together.
Yeah, but
like they didn't have some weird ass surprise like
it's just weird
show at some. At
it's
your
just weird that
house.
they went from like not even just going to the show, like he's like meeting the guys and she's on stage and they're dancing on her, and like that was his big problem. Like so I don't know, I get her point. It's like, we can't talk this out, we're gonna have a screaming match, but then you like turn around and do this with your husband. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird.
I don't know, I mean,
So separately, Jessi tells the girls that she's been thinking of ways that she could prove Marciano wrong that they had intercourse.
Okay.
She says that she went through all of their texts and found 5 or 6 that condemn him.
Okay.
Jessi starts reading the text to the girls.
All right.
They're at the party.
Okay.
Jordan is at the party.
Yeah.
Jordan at one point is literally 2 feet behind Jessi as she's reading these texts.
That's a bit weird.
Keep this in mind.
Yeah.
First one is about him calling her a mom, and because she is his sugar mama. He tells her he can't stop thinking about her vagina, and that he fucked up and wants redemption.
Okay.
Mikayla in an interview says she's so uncomfortable right now, and she says Jessi seems like so excited to clear her name with these texts, but they're a little like kinky and gross.
Yeah.
The second one was Marciano asking Jessi if she thinks she can handle him. So she goes, I'm not sure. I want to find out. And he goes, so you think you're ready to dive into the deep end? And she goes, well, what do you mean by that? And he goes, I'm no kiddie pool if you get what I'm saying. And she says, damn, no wonder you needed that little pill. Because he had to take a pill to like get his thing up. So all of this she's thinking is like, okay, they haven't done it yet and they're still like teasing and like they want to find out. Layla says it's weird that Jessi is sharing all this with Jordan like right behind her. At one point Jordan walks behind her and like looks at her phone.
Okay. Jeez.
So like he can hear all. It's weird.
Yeah.
Jessi says the most damning text was this.
Yeah, so far like I haven't read anything or heard anything that's been like, man, I wish we had sex. Like, this sounds like building up to two people about to have sex. So I can only imagine what this next one is.
So he says, I want to find out. And she goes, one day. And he goes, I know, I'm very much looking forward to it, LOL. And she goes, oh, same here. And he goes, I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious about your most recent surgery as well. Definitely want to try it out.
Okay, all right.
That was in reference to her tightening of her vagina.
Yeah, her labiaplasty. Yeah. Okay, so, all right. At that point, at that message, yes, they have not had sex.
So Mayci says, as uncomfortable as going through these texts are, it is to her proving Jessi's innocence. So
innocence
innocence as in like they didn't have sex.
Okay,
like she has admitted to like, because the whole thing with them is like, are you lying? Like if you're lying, I can't support you.
Right.
We're not going to support liars. So, you know, you and your husband have already had these conversations about up till that. So like you have been working through this separately of the kissing, the emotional infidelity, all this but like the whole like lie of it is like what they're trying to get to.
Okay.
And so she says, as momtok, they need to get to the bottom of this for her. So Mayci is full on, you know what, these texts are weird. I wouldn't read these at this point, but like, hey, to me, they're proving a point.
Right. Okay.
So this cuts back to Jen and Zach, and they're back in Utah for the next couple weeks.
Okay.
She says that they're moving back so she can be closer with her midwife. Jen says that her, Taylor, and Layla have a beauty event coming up. She says that besides Taylor, she hasn't really talked to any of the girls.
Okay.
Zach says he's excited to be back in Utah, but he's nervous about Jen being back in momtok. He says no matter what he does, the girls will always have an opinion about him, and he just wants Jen to be supported the way that she deserves.
Right, okay.
So they're still trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
So we go to Macy's house. Mikayla and Jace are coming over, and Mayci wants to get to the bottom of this whole Marciano situation. Okay. She says that Jace and Jacob are just as invested in this because they're friends with Jordan as the girls are.
Okay.
So they're all kind of like scheming together to be like, what's actually happening? Can we like help both of our friends out? Because, they're in this limbo.
Yeah.
So Jacob tells the girls that he spoke with Jordan at the birthday party. And Mikayla says she's going to message Marciano so her and Mayci can meet up with him. Jace at this point, which is Mikayla's husband, is like, where does he live? Like, is this going to work? Like, like he's kind of skeptical. And I guess he lives in Vegas.
Okay.
Jay says, is it this important that you guys drive down there to meet up with him? And Mikayla goes, 100%. So Mikayla's like all in, and Jace is like, what the hell are you guys getting yourselves signed up for?
Yeah.
They then start looking up different interrogation tactics.
Okay.
So Mikayla says the first one is to build trust. And Mayci decides that she's going to try to build trust by telling him that she's really into his DJ videos. And then they show a couple TikToks of him, like, with his DJ videos. Yeah. And he's like, it's like lights going, and he's like shirtless. And he's like, it's like really funny. And they're all dying after this. The second one is to invade his space, and Mikayla goes, "Oh, I don't want to do that." And then the third one is to confront him with evidence, so they decide to ask Jessi for all the screenshots of the text or whatnot.
Okay, yeah.
So at that point, Jacob suggests that they starve him too. And so Mayci goes, "I'm not even going to let him have water." They then role play, and Jace is playing Marciano, and on the screen they write Jaciano as his name. And Mikayla and Mayci like start interrogating them, and they're like, "So did you have?" He's like, "I don't know what you're talking." And then like he's trying to like talk in an accent, and they're like, "What the hell?" They like put a spotlight on him at one point. Like it was really funny. After that, they show the clip of Mikayla and Mayci leaving to drive the 2.5 hours to meet up with Marciano.
Okay.
So they did decide to not go all the way to Vegas, and they decided to meet him in like Beaver, Utah, which is 2.5 hours like in between Vegas and like where they are.
Interesting. Okay.
So they start their road trip, and they say that Jessi did give them the blessing to go talk with him.
Okay.
So they did like clear this with her. They make, at this point, like 3 stops for snacks and 2 stops for peeing, and Mikayla ends up having to like pee on the side of the road. And they're like showing all these clips. It was really funny because they're both pregnant at this point.
Okay, right.
So they're trying to do like a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
One of them's like 6 months pregnant.
Oh,
one of them's
goodness.
like a little less than 6 months. I don't know, not 6 months, but like one of them, like they're both pregnant.
Yeah, yeah.
They cut to Jessi, who's going to a therapy session by herself. And she says that she's still trying to work on herself in the meantime because she explained that she knows that she needs to work on herself before all this becomes public because she can only imagine the comments she's going to get.
Right.
And she's not in a good mental space to kind of handle that at this point.
Okay.
So she's kind of preparing for the worst at this point. She tells the therapist about how she's never felt good enough, and she feels like she was with someone who took advantage of that, talking about Jordan.
Right.
So she's like, he kind of exploited that part of me.
Right, right.
And never really built her up. Like, he was always there to tear her down.
Okay.
The therapist asks if she's like currently in the state of self-grace or self-shame when it comes to infidelity. And Jessi says that the first 2 days that she like had to admit to it and deal with it and like live in it, it was like very hard, and she admitted that she didn't even feel like she deserved to have water. She felt thirsty at that time.
Oh, jeez.
Because she didn't think that she deserved anything that would give her like any sort of satisfaction.
Okay.
Jessi does tell the therapist that her relationship with Demi wasn't much better than her relationship with Jordan, because if she did go against anything Demi said, Demi would talk down to her and make her feel dumb. So she always kind of felt like Demi was like on this pedestal and was always right. Kind of like the way she felt Jordan was. So her friendship with her, while she thought it was a good friendship, like now she's realizing like was very bad.
Yeah.
The therapist then asks Jessi, like, what do you like about yourself? And follows it up with, what do you like about yourself physically? Because when the therapist initially asked, what do you like about yourself? She goes, I'm the first person that would give my shirt off my back, would let you live with me if you needed help. And she's like, while I love that about myself, I also hate that about myself because then I get taken advantage of.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So then the therapist goes, well, what do you physically like about yourself? And Jessi says nothing. She goes, I don't like anything physically about myself. She admits that the comments online get to her, and it shows like screenshots of comments from her page calling her a man, ugly, mentally unstable, etc.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, people can be like really ruthless.
Yeah, I mean, that's the internet. I mean, people are just assholes on the internet, so.
And she admits that it's led to her getting surgeries done that she necessarily didn't feel like she probably needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the internet, you gotta just brush that shit off. Yeah. But, like, if that's how you are, then some people can't handle that. So, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, maybe she shouldn't be on reality TV.
Okay, let's simmer down. Maybe people shouldn't be shitheads.
Yeah, that too.
Like, imagine if we, like, got big. Like, the comments that people would make about me is, like, crazy.
Yeah, they'd be like, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be like, I don't care. Like, you don't even respond to that. Like, you just let it go.
I think it gets to at a certain point, though. Like, and also, like, why are you on their page and why are you commenting that? Like, just move on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it's just some, like...
But to blame her for just posting and, like, existing and living.
Yeah. And
to post these nasty things. People have nothing
better to do with their lives.
Yeah, but, like, it's not, like, it's the person's fault that's posting it, not, like, that's posting the mean comments, not the person that's posting.
No, absolutely. But, like, you just let it go, because
I think that's easier said than done.
Somebody living in, like, their parents' basement.
It's easier said than done.
It's like when, like, the Olympics are on and people are watching, and it's like, oh my God, you couldn't pull off that, like, flip, and it's like some fat guy eating chips on his couch who's never done anything in his life athletic, and it's like, this guy, like, that's who's judging you. I feel like we're way off topic, so
hold on.
I don't know where you ended, but we gotta pick it back up.
Hold on. So we cut back to Mayci and Mikayla, and they pull up to this, like, campground in Beaver, Utah to meet Marciano.
Okay.
And on the screen it says... So this was a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive. On the screen it says 5 hours later, 6 pee breaks, and 4 snack stops later. The girls are nervous that he's not going to show up, but Mikayla thinks that he is a clout chaser from when, like, she met him in the villa. She's like, I kind of got that vibe. So the fact that he knows cameras will be here.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be on TV. Yeah, for sure.
She thinks that he'll show up. They go into this, like, dinky little restaurant, and they're trying to, like, figure out what to order, and then Marciano shows up.
Okay.
Mikayla says, I think he's gotten a lot more Botox since I saw him last. He's very shiny. And she says that he gives off, like, a very gross energy to her.
Okay.
Mayci tells Marciano that all they want to do is hear his side of the story. They feel like they know the truth, but they want to hear it from him. So she kind of goes, I think I know the truth, but, like, you need to tell me.
Yeah.
They ask Marciano if him and Demi ever did kiss in Italy. So that's the first, which threw me off, because I'm like, I thought we already squashed the Demi stuff, but I guess maybe there's still some lingering questions about that.
Okay.
So at first he's hesitant, and then he says that he doesn't want to start a war. And they tell him that he's starting a bigger war by saying that he slept with Jessi.
Yeah.
And then they ask him again, did you kiss Demi? He says, fuck it. Yes, it happened. And it was off camera at the villa.
Okay.
They then jump to Jessi. They ask, so you said you slept with Jessi. Like, why did, Layla said that you said that.
Yeah.
Marciano explains that he spent the night in Jessi's room, and when he woke up, Jessi asked him to leave because Jordan was trying to FaceTime her, and they both, like, nod, like, yeah, Jessi told us that. Okay, this is aligning. Okay. Mikayla asks, like, were you fully clothed? And he goes, no, I was just in my boxers. And then Mikayla asks about them sleeping together. And what he told Layla. She asks if it was just his memory of it, and he says he probably shouldn't have said that, and he's gonna look like a liar, but that's okay.
Okay.
And Mikayla goes, so you didn't sleep together? And Marciano says, no.
Oh, okay.
They then ask him, why would you lie about that? And Marciano says he felt like he was being influenced. When they ask him by who, he says Demi.
What? Okay.
And then it ends with Mikayla asking, so did Demi tell you to say that you slept with Jessi?
That's it? That's the end? We don't get his answer?
That's the end. We'll find out
next episode.
Wow,
the suspense.
Yeah, leaving you on the hook.
So Demi's in on this.
Apparently, which would make sense of like... Okay, so spitballing, because we started with like Layla might be the mole.
Yeah.
What if Demi is the own mole because Marciano, like, say Jessi's still talking with Marciano and she goes, oh, I'm going to tell Mayci and Mikayla about what happened today, but like, you need to come true about it. And then he goes and tells Demi, like, hey, she's telling Mayci and Mikayla, like, what are we going to do? And then, you know, all this stuff, like, maybe there's like this more internal network that like they're not even thinking about.
Yeah.
Because Marciano's been influenced by Demi.
Wow. Crazy.
And I do know, because this isn't even on a season, Demi and Marciano are in lawsuits with one another about like cease and desist and defamation.
Yeah.
So like they've been going back and forth about all this. And Demi even tried to sue the production company of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives with all this.
Jeez. So yeah, so we just ended.
Or Marciano did. Marciano turned it on the production company between Demi and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Wow.
I think.
I don't know.
Anyway, there's lawsuits flying around.
Yeah. But that's the end.
That's the end. There's nothing more.
Man, okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to wait till next week.
Yeah.
Man, now you left me on a cliffhanger here.
Yeah. I haven't even started watching it, so I don't even know.
Jeez. Okay. Well, I guess we'll figure it out next week.
It did cut to a look ahead for next week, and Demi is back on camera.
Okay.
So we do see her interaction with Layla. There's some fighting going on.
Okay.
Layla calls her out, like, I know what you did.
Yeah.
And then Demi is like leaving, and she goes, I'm going to go on a Facebook Live and expose Jessi for all she did, because season 2 hadn't come out yet. So like at that point of recording for season 3, season 2 hadn't come out yet. So when Demi is leaving, she goes, I'm going to go on a live and like tell everyone what Jessi did to get like ahead of all of this.
Right.
And so like so like we'll see more of that, but like Layla's like, what a fucking like crazy psycho. And so yeah, we do see that next episode.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. I guess.
On that note.
I guess we'll pick it up next week. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at RealityHitsMatt. It's RealityHitsMatt, just one T and Matt. Same on TikTok at RealityHitsMatt. If you want to shoot us an email, you have any questions, comments, maybe something that we don't know that we missed during some of these episodes. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Drop us a line, realityhitsmatt@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.